Any visitors have anything to approach the council with?
I do.
Podium.
Karen Francis, and I would like to address what I have to say to Jason. Chief Lawless, okay, on 1/5 of 18 and on 12/23 of 17, you sat out front of my house and shined your spotlight on my windows and my doors. I was not the only one that seen it, and I do have security, Jason.
Okay.
Now, I would like to know why you are doing this.
I did not do that.
Can you tell me
I
who did it?
guarantee you I did not do that.
Okay,
Hold on.
council member, just a moment.
Okay.
Council members, I called Fayette County first, since I live in Fayette County. I asked if there was any runs in my area. They told me, no, there was not. There had not been a run in my area. I said, okay, I will call Pickaway County, that I had talked to Sheriff Radcliffe, had called me before, said if I had any problems to call him. I called the non-emergency number, and I talked to Pickaway County. They said there was no runs in my area. There had not been a run on 1/5/18 in my area all evening, and that there was not even a police officer that had marked on duty for that night. Now, I'm telling you, it was the black and white
Just so you
police
know,
car.
that is my birthday. I was not here.
Hold on. Jason, let her finish. Let her finish.
It was the black and white police car.
Go out there right now and check the
I don't
spotlight.
have to go out there
Because
right
I-
now.
The spotlight in that car is not even
Jason,
working.
stop.
She's addressing me.
Okay,
she
hold
said.
on, stop. All right. Couple of issues. Okay. First of all, why didn't you contact me or come to my office?
Sheriff Radcliffe asked me to contact him. if I had
Okay.
any problems.
Sheriff Radcliffe doesn't have anything to do with our police department whatsoever.
No, he does not have to, and I'm not going to
Okay.
contact you. I've come to you, Butch, with
Okay.
problems.
And I've come to you with problems.
Yes, and
And you
it's
haven't,
gotten us
and you
nowhere.
haven't, and you haven't fixed any of the problems that you said you're gonna fix. But
Which
that's a different
problems is
issue.
that?
That's a different issue altogether. We're not here to discuss that issue. You're here to saying that there's an issue with the police cars coming out and spotlighting your house, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're saying that they're working outside of the scope of their law enforcement while they're doing that, right?
I'm not saying that. If they were,
Well,
if they were
that's-
in
that's
pursuit of the
kind of-
subject, that's one thing.
Karen, that's where you're kind of going there. You're going that they're going outside of the scope of their law enforcement duties. They're spotlighting your house.
If they are shining their spotlight in my windows and on my front
Okay.
door, that is outside of their jurisdiction. I did not call them.
Again, that's what you're claiming that they're doing that. What I need you to do is I need you to come to my office and write the complaint, not to Sheriff Radcliffe.
No, that doesn't.
Not, one more word and you'll be out. Okay? This is Village New Holland, okay? That's the Chief Village New Holland. I'm the Mayor Village New Holland, okay? You have to make your complaints to me, all right? And they have to be in a written form because that's just how the standard procedures are anymore. We just can't take verbal complaints because sometimes they're not true. And I'm not saying whether it's true or not true. The issue is I have to do the investigation on it, or the chief has to do an investigation. Two people have to do an investigation on it. Before you start calling the sheriff's office, you need to call here first.
No, I was told that if there
Okay,
was any problem, to
that's
call them.
fine. Are they doing an investigation?
Well, I'm not sure you would have to call Sheriff Radcliffe.
No, I don't need to call Sheriff Radcliffe. You needed to bring this information to me.
I am bringing the information to you
Yeah,
that this happened.
but you're bringing it in open council. This is a council meeting. This is something that should.
And I felt that every council member in here
Karen.
needed to know what was going on.
Karen, you're allowed to bring those issues personally to the mayor. This is not a council issue. This is the disciplinary action issue. This is a personnel issue. Okay? So what you need to do is you need to go ahead and do the proper things. You need to come here to council. Not come to council with these issues. You need to come to me with these issues. Okay? I've told you before that my door's open for you. I know I have. And you know I have.
I know you have.
Okay? And you didn't come to me in this one, did you?
Not with this one right here, I did not.
Okay, then why are you coming to council with it without at least coming to me? You didn't even give me the decency to even try to do an investigation on it, did you? You just want to fry the police chief in front of the council here.
No, absolutely
That's exactly what you're
I
doing.
would like for the lights to stay off my house.
Okay,
It is not just myself that has seen it. And I have proof
Okay.
that it happened.
Will you please come to me, okay?
I don't have to come
And
in.
would you please come to me with a complaint?
No.
Karen, please come to me with a complaint, okay? I would appreciate the complaint, all right? I don't need you to be taken down to Sheriff Radcliffe. They got better things to do in their time. Obviously, they got better things to do.
I'm not the one that called Sheriff
Okay.
Radcliffe. Sheriff
Well, you just-
Radcliffe calls me.
Okay, again, you don't have to, you can come here with those particular issues, okay? And the same thing with Fayette County. You don't have to take that information to Fayette County. We have our own law enforcement agency here. We do our own investigations. We will do our own investigation. If we find out an officer was doing that, we will discipline them properly.
But you were in law enforcement.
I know.
The proper thing for me before I would have jumped to a conclusion is to call Fayette County to see if they had a car in the area, if Jason was assisting them on a run.
Okay, again.
They did not.
Karen, you could have brought that information to me, not to the council. That's true, but that's not the issue. The issue is you could have brought that information to me and let me do the investigation and start contacting other agencies.
Can I ask?
That's perfectly within your boundaries. You can contact those other agencies, but I'm the only one who can do the investigation on our officers.
Oh,
You got to read the Ohio Revised Code. It's clearly states in there. I'm the only one who can do the investigations. On
Okay,
my
let
office.
me ask you this. When your officers come on duty, do they log in with Pickaway County in case there is a problem? Pickaway County can come to their assistance. Does Pickaway County know when our officers are on duty?
Since they're being dispatched, I would say probably.
Well, I didn't ask that. When
Okay.
they come in, do they say,
I said
car
if they're being
6550 on duty at such and such a time?
You know, I'm not running that. You might want to ask the chief. I don't run that particular part of the
But-
department. Well, you know what? We're going to stand here and argue this all night, but the issue is, if you have a complaint with the officers in the department, if you have a complaint with the chief, the proper place to come is to me. It's not to the sheriff. The sheriff can do nothing. The only thing the sheriff can do here is if there's criminal investigations, they would be involved in this. But this is a personal issue with personal officers, and they're under my control inside the village of New Holland.
I have no idea why it would be a personal issue.
Well, it sounds like it's a personal issue.
If it is, it is
Because
not
you-
me that
you-
made it. I'm
then
not
you
trying to
should've-
use my spotlight.
Karen, you should have came to
On
me.
people's
You should have
properties.
came to me to make the complaint. I really wish you would have.
I wish that I would have,
Okay,
because
instead
I
of-
wish that I would have never had to have even
I
come to
agree
anybody
with
for
you.
this.
I agree with you, but unfortunately, here we are.
Would you like written documents from the people that have seen it?
You know what?
Or what would it be?
If
What would
you want
like?
me to do an investigation, then you need to bring all that information written down and sworn to, and we'll get that taken care of.
I'll take that under
Okay,
advisement.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.